Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Proverbs 6:6 AMP. Go to the ant, O lazy one. Observe her ways and be wise. Proverbs 6:8 AMP. She prepares her food in the summer and brings in her provisions of food for the winter in the harvest. 1 Samuel 16:11 AMP. Then Samuel said to Jesse, "Are all your sons here?" Jesse replied, "There is still one left, the youngest. He is tending the sheep food." Samuel said to Jesse, "Send word and bring him, because we will not sit down to eat the sacrificial meal until he comes here." 1 Samuel 16:12 AMP. So Jesse sent word and brought him in. Now he had a ruddy complexion, with beautiful eyes and a handsome appearance. The Lord said to Samuel, "Arise, anoint him, for this is he." 1 Samuel 16:13 AMP. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed David in the presence of his brothers, and the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon David from that day forward. And Samuel arose and went to Ramah. 1 Samuel 17:34 AMP. But David said to Saul, "Your servant was tending his father's sheep, when a lion or a bear came and took a lamb out of the flock." 1 Samuel 17:35. I went out after it and attacked it, and rescued the lamb, food from its mouth. And when it rose up against me, I seized it by its whiskers and struck and killed it. 1 Samuel 17:36. Your servant has killed both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them, since he has taunted and defied the armies of the living God. 1 Samuel 17:46 AMP. This day the Lord will hand you over to me, and I will strike you down and cut off your head. And I will give the corpses of the army of the Philistines this day to the birds of the sky and the wild beasts of the earth, so that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. 1 Samuel 17:47 AMP. And that this entire assembly may know that the Lord does not save with the sword or with the spear, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will hand you over to us. 1 Samuel 17:48 AMP. When the Philistine rose and came forward to meet David, David ran quickly toward the battle line to meet the Philistine. 1 Samuel 17:49 AMP. David put his hand into his bag and took out a stone and slung it, and it struck the Philistine on his forehead. The stone penetrated his forehead, and he fell face down on the ground. 1 Samuel 17:50 AMP. So David triumphed over the Philistine with a sling and a stone, and he struck down the Philistine and killed him, but there was no sword in David's hand. 1 Samuel 17:51. So he ran and stood over the Philistine, grasped his sword and drew it out of its sheath, and killed him and cut off his head with it. When the Philistines saw that their mighty coming in to meet David, champion was dead, they fled. Zechariah 4:10 NLT. Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin, to see the plumb line in Zerubbabel's hand. The 7 lamps represent the eyes of the Lord that search all around the world. SunnyKim800.com. On social media, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow.